Hello everyone, Jose J. Garcia here, bringing you another review. We're at another student's mobile home where they're currently rehabbing it. I say they're probably about halfway through, but the point of this video is I want to show you, because this specific home here that they've taken on, one, they're doing a phenomenal job, absolutely. This is their second home here in this same park. The other one is actually right next to it, which is already sold from my understanding. Now this is the one that they're currently working on. It is a 2-bedroom, 1-bath, single wide. It's 14 by 70. This home here, there's another video, and I'm going to link it to this the same video below. So if you want to watch that one, where I first did a thorough walkthrough with what I could. And when I say that is, you know, walking through some of the sections on the floor were so soft that I was just waiting to go under the home. Downstairs is what I call it. So what we're going to do is we're going to do a quick walk around through the outside over here. I want to show you some of the things that they've already to the home here. And I mean, like I said, they're about halfway through at this time that I can tell. I'll be asking them that a little bit more. They can tell you a little bit more in detail on that. One of the biggest issues with this home here was the roof. The roof was shut. I mean, it was leaking bad. There was mold, it was caving in, etc. And as you can see, they have obviously rehab that section. They have fixed it up, and they have put a brand new tint roof on top of it. Beautiful. And that is what you want to see. Numbers wise, you know, these kind of expenses here range anywhere from $1,500 to about $2,500. It just depends. I don't know what they spend it on. Like I said, I'll let them tell you a little bit more on that. And you know, one thing about mobile home investing is everything is about affordable. And it's not just the house, it's not just the home that somebody gets to live in and they now get an affordable housing. It is also how you, as an investor, how do you shop for your material? That's huge, because you start by saving on every individual part material that you're getting, along with your handyman, contractor, whoever it is, along with all the above expenses. So you have to watch all your expenses that come out of pocket, and knowing how to shop for material is huge. I have other videos on that, so definitely go check those out. But definitely, I cannot stress that enough, is watch every penny that goes through. That's how you keep a low number. Many people ask, well, how do you only have $5,000 in each home? All in, that includes the home, the material, the labor, etc. Because I know how to shop, and I can teach you to do the same. Let's go ahead and go inside and meet this team here, the students that we have, and let them walk you through the home on the inside so that you can get a better idea. So, coming in here. All right, how we doing?
We're doing good.
What's going on, Jay?
Okay, so we have
Dale, hey.
Dale back here. We have Vivian,
Hi, Vivian.
and T,
Hey.
and a beautiful home. So, like I was telling them, I am going to link the video of the when we first did a walkthrough with what I could. Almost went through down in that section a couple times. I was searching downstairs. So we're going to turn the camera over and get started. So this, like I said, is a 2-bedroom, 1-bath. It's a 14 by 70, if I remember correctly.
What, 66, 14 by 66.
Yeah, so there's, you know, a sense to that. The tongue usually extends it as a size, but you don't get to live on the tongue, but they count it. So go ahead. Walk us through in this kitchen section alone. What have you done so far? What are you looking to do? And how much more is there needed before complete?
Well, in this section here, well, again, you guys see we definitely changed. We changed the flooring. So we put on this nice linoleum flooring, and we love Dale for doing so. This flooring here, we thought it would really go really well with the cabinets. We really kept the frame of the cabinets, and we've been diving into it, right? Mm-hmm. So T actually did some work on the cabinets, which is awesome, and kept the main frame of the cabinets, and we actually saved some money on the cabinets, which is pretty cool.
I like the color black. Why did you go with that?
Well, black, we actually did it in the one next door, and it came out so well, and I just need to tweak a little bit. It came out more glossy this time because I figured out which paint to use with a little bit of help from our handyman. So the black really makes it pop, especially if we're doing like a white countertop. So it works. It looks good. A lot of people like it. So
you know, on my last rehabs that I did a while back, because I haven't done any here lately, but black seems to cover a lot too, yes. So it's easier. Well, we used to paint them white, and it would
show everything.
Oh my god!
Yeah.
Stains would pop up. You couldn't cover it with one coat. I think it took 5-10 coats sometimes. I was like, oh, this isn't gonna work. Yeah. And somebody suggested doing black. And I thought, well, that's kind of, I don't think, but we tried it, and I was like, wow. So it definitely checks out, and I like it. I like the same handles you use.
Paint and primer mix too.
together. Yeah.
Yeah. Paint primer mix to cover for the walls.
Are you spraying or brushing?
So I roll. That's the difference. You want to roll the cabinets because it makes it look way better. Then you paint it because it leaves those streaks and the marks. So roll the cabinets and then I spray paint the handles. And
There you go. Those of you watching, those are tips. Those are nuggets you're getting right here.
We saved some. Let me tell you, we did a nice little trick here.
Yeah.
Because we couldn't save all the cabinets.
Yeah.
So we got a free cabinet that
took the
looked
doors off.
similar and took the door off. Free cabinet.
Was there more?
No.
This was it. So
This was it. And then down here,
Got
right
all
by the
okay,
right
okay.
by there. So we got a free cabinet.
That's
and then
very
we
nice.
changed that out.
This
so we
is
used
very
the doors
nice.
From
So
another cabinet and just changed it out because it looked the same.
Yep.
So we
of
added
course
to
it's
that.
the same. Okay. So this was replaced.
No.
Nope.
This was already
This
here
was
from what I
already
recall.
here.
Okay. Nice. Now are you gonna be changing the top?
Nope. I'm gonna sand it down and we're gonna paint it white and then we're gonna do a nice epoxy and it's gonna come out real nice and shiny. So. It's gonna
We'll
look good.
definitely want to see post.
Oh yeah.
Once it is complete. And
yeah.
again, I'm gonna link that video because I want you to see what it looked like. This thing was
That's gonna be new. We're excited about the epoxy. That's gonna be a new little tidbit. So we're excited about that.
correct. All right. Now ceiling in here. I talked about the actual roof on the outside, and you put the tint. Obviously new. The biggest issue was down halfway throughout the home. This section was good from what I recall. Have you painted this?
Yes, so it was like from the dirt and smoke and being in the house and
Yeah.
sitting for so long, it was real yellow, real dark and dirty. So we just threw a primer of white and kills on there, and it really worked.
And even if you don't need it in certain homes, I've always said that there's something about painting the ceiling.
Yep.
It just gives it a whole new
Absolutely.
look. So
Brightens
definitely,
it up.
yeah, well worth it, absolutely. So now going into the living room, what do we got?
If you remember, Jay, where Dale's standing right here, there was a big hole and everything
Yep.
like that, right? There's a big hole as
Okay.
we were entering, right? And here, as you see, the particle board, and usually we're looking to change some of that, but this looked like thicker particle board, and when we took off the carpet and all that stuff, it actually was in really good shape, the rest of it. So whereas we would have thought, maybe we'd need to replace all of it, we decided we actually didn't need to replace this part. And if you remember down the hallway, well, that was a mess, because that was all, I mean,
That's
we
where
were
the-
walking on the beams, right?
Yes.
So definitely we had to replace that. So of course we put plywood all the way through the hallway there.
Okay. So this section, as to what they're referring to, is where the main issue was. It was the ceiling. It was all caved in. I think you could even see
A tree
through.
had fallen on
Yeah,
the
you
roof.
had a little skylight. Yeah. A little skylight in the hallway.
Provided by nature.
Yes.
Yes. So they were granted that. Okay. So great. You want to walk that way and talk about this one here? So obviously here they did have to replace that, and to replace it with lumber. This hallway section, it was gone.
And actually we got the
Yeah,
HVAC
we
looked at, and it actually works. So it's just about blowing that out, and that's going to be.
How about that? Whoever invests in this home, purchase it, you will have that. So
And we had some leftover carpet and stuff from the other property that we did, which was opposite, if you remember, which was great. So we're just gonna use it in this property.
there you
right?
go.
And this was where the tree had fallen. So of
the
course we had to,
skylight.
the skylights. You know, so we replaced that there with some sheetrock and just did some painting. And we're gonna put back on some trim, just to cover up that, because that's kind of the model all the way through the house.
Okay.
And that's really what happened in this room.
Quick tip on, because I was talking about that outside a minute ago too before I came in, but quick tip on material.
Sure.
A lot of people want to buy that retail and they talk about, oh, everything's so expensive. Yeah, I don't doubt it. I know it is. What would be one tip to better shopping for material?
I would suggest Facebook Marketplace can be your friend.
Yes.
Very good friend. And also ask around. Handymans are your good friend for letting you know
Yes.
the good places to go to find the trim. So we go to mobile home places that sell mobile home items and stuff like that. So you gotta basically ask questions and talk to people because if you go to Home Depot and Lowe's every time, you're gonna be spending a lot of money.
So we're always on the lookout. Just like tomorrow, I'm gonna be picking up. We're stocking up on some AC units and stuff right now. So I'm actually picking up 2 units that I've been watching, and I just got an alert that's just price just dropped, and I'm going to be picking up some for some other properties that we're going to pick up right now. We're going to pick that up tomorrow. So we're just constantly looking for things, you know, and for flooring and all that. Even though we think we know what we're going to use right now, we're looking for now where's a wholesale place that we can maybe get in bulk. So we're continuing to use that and drop that price. As you always say, Jay. That's where we gotta get that cost down, is in the materials.
Absolutely.
Right?
And those of y'all watching this video, if you don't have a pad and a pencil or pen at this point, you should be making notes. Yes, she made a very, very good point. AC units, obviously wintertime, nobody's buying them.
That's right.
So everybody's selling them. They got to get rid of them. And how cheap? Very cheap. So this is the time to shop. You should be storing these things and buy in bulk. Stop buying onesies. If you're investing, unless you're doing one home and leaving it at that, I would suggest you should be buying everything in bulk, from flooring, vinyl, everything. So let's keep walking. Let's go to the next bed.
Jay, what's your stuff?
Yeah, so those.
And then again, we're gonna change the glass in this. We have boarded that up.
Dress it up.
You know, for any visitors that might feel the need to come
Sure.
in.
Absolutely.
Right. And there's our handyman,
Okay.
Mr. Ivory. There you go, doing his job. And actually, same thing at a bargain place. We were in there. This got reduced. We
Okay.
got that for $50.
Nice.
And we picked that up, you know.
Is that a new toilet?
Yes,
That
it
is a new toilet.
We usually replace the toilets. Usually the toilets aren't in good condition, but because the tree was in here as well, it was kind of like a little mini
Yes.
skylight in here too. We went ahead and just replaced a lot of the stuff in here.
Okay.
And usually that's about what, $90? We got it for like
Yeah,
Typical
we get them
toilet,
for
yeah.
45
$45.
we get them
So,
for
so there you
45,
have it
50
again.
bucks, yeah.
Saving, steady saving, looking around.
And we
It
buy
takes
those
time.
in
You got to
bulk.
be hands on,
Yeah.
but it's part of it.
Yeah.
Now we're into the back bedroom. This bedroom didn't have a whole lot of damage from, I
It
think, a
didn't
little
have
section.
Any, it had.
And-
It didn't have any damage. Basically, that was just
Yeah.
more cosmetic.
Now you putting a brand new water heater in here?
Yes, he just put it in today.
What is the expense of this or a water heater? And there's a pan by it. Very nice.
Yeah. Actually you can go in there. You just put in that. Yeah, together.
It might be too light, but
Fine.
Yeah. So interestingly enough, so we were like a 30 gallon to 40
30
gallon,
to 40.
and the 40 gallon actually ended up being cheaper. So we got it for about $329.
Okay.
Not about.
Between 3.
We got it for $329.
Yeah, between 300 and 400.
Which is a good selling point
Yeah.
also, letting people know that, hey,
Absolutely.
you're investing in this home, but it does have a brand new water
And
heater.
it has a warranty on
That's
it.
huge.
We've definitely learned about the water heaters. You can't really get around not buying brand new ones because when
Oh,
you,
yeah.
yeah.
Yes, listen to T right now.
So a lot of times we get in these and we see maybe they do have a brand new water heater, but because if there's anything going on with the electric or the plumbing, once that stuff starts getting turned on and turned off, it'll burn the elements in the thermostat out, and then you're trying to hit your head up against the wall trying to figure out why the water heater's not working. You might as well just buy a new one because you replaced and paid all that
Some
money
things
for it.
you do get what you pay for, and when it comes to water heaters, the best discount that I found was getting, I think and again we don't sell for Home Depot, but was getting 6 of them.
Yes.
Because then they gave you like a free one or half of one or something.
Yeah.
But it was worth, something like that. Like T said, when it comes to
That's
water
gonna be our
heaters,
discussion,
do
yeah.
not spend the time and waste trying to put an old one in there, and then it doesn't work. Or a week later, you done burn an element, and then you're back to square one. Now you have to recut the PVC.
Yep.
We're not going to get into
Yeah.
that. Quick question on this. I noticed this.
Yeah, I'm gonna put it back.
Did
on
you
there.
take this off?
I had to paint it. I had to paint the wall. So
Let me make
I
a
had
point
to
of
put it
this.
back.
So this goes
Yep,
right there.
I got to get some tape because it won't go back on now that I painted that. It won't stay, so it keeps falling off.
This is, here's what I would do. And the reason I'm talking about this because this is huge. This is the HUD data plate, which gives you all the information. Y'all don't be trying to read that VIN number. I'm going to flip the camera. So easy to paint over this here. And that's what happens many times. Now, if you have a title issue and you're trying to confirm that it belongs to the home, etc., you cannot see it because the individual, the owner, painted over it. This is exactly what you're supposed to do. Take it off and put it back. Or better yet, when you sell it, I would get a small pad, stick it to it, and as you're handing the title, here you go.
Okay.
Here's
Alright.
all the information for a beautiful presentation. But they did exactly what they should. I wouldn't put it back up there.
Okay.
Y'all can.
That's a good suggestion. I'll take that in. 'Cause
Yeah.
I was trying to figure out how to get that on and make it look nice without the tape, and I'm just like,
Yeah. New owner is going to know little about it
Right.
or care about it, if anything, but you know what it means and important. So
we were like,
that's what I
we
can put
keep
that back
this.
on.
get a small little binder, Dollar Tree,
Yep.
stick it in, and Here you go.
Yeah.
What a beautiful presentation. So, okay. Well, walls painted like we do every home. Of course, I do the same thing. Even
And
if
this is not our normal color.
Yeah.
We had an extra paint and we were like, we need to use this paint.
We got a good
So,
discount on the
but,
paint. We
uh,
actually went to Home Depot and they had in the clearance section.
Mm-hmm.
So we got this paint for like 3/4 less than what the price was. So we took
There
it.
you go.
We thought it was going to be the same color. Turned out a little different, but you
Looks
know.
good. I like it.
Yeah.
and it's a neutral color.
Yeah,
So
it's still neutral, but you know.
absolutely. I think we used to use light gray and vanilla when we were doing a lot of them.
Okay.
We were in
Vanilla.
buckets and yeah. But the same way, and then that's a connection that you can have with your local Home Depot. Depends on how much you shop. Start to get knowing these people.
Oh,
and
yeah.
hey, Reggie, whenever more paint comes available, give me a call.
Give you a call.
Yeah.
And he'd be calling me because he knew I had a little gift card for him. So
Yeah, they refer people
Perfect.
to us and everything.
All right.
So, yeah, it's awesome.
Yeah. But we've been learning some little
Yeah.
little tricks, little tidbits and stuff.
here is I'm gonna ask because so many people have so many New Year's resolution. I just got to making a video. Y'all see it was more motivational. What is one thing you would say to somebody that's getting started, or better yet, to get them started? They keep browsing. I know I'm not gonna call them investors just yet because they've been invested, but people who have been trying to get into mobile home investing for 7 months. And the last I spoke to him not too long ago, you probably know who you are. Well, I'm still studying.
It sounds like you're
Announced
throwing out to
paralysis.
tell people
Yeah.
to get in action. Because you know what? I'll tell you something, and we talk about this all the time. You're not gonna learn as much as you're gonna learn until you actually start doing.
Yes.
Because let me tell you how much we are like, Jay, what's going on, Jay? We have this question, Jay, and some of the questions never came up until we got started.
Yes.
So even though we talked about some stuff generally, we got the basic information because you got to get educated about what it is that you're doing. We didn't have some of the questions until we actually got started. Because even just walking through here, you're still giving us tidbits that we wouldn't know until
Always
we actually
learning.
got in here,
Always
right?
learning.
So
Yeah.
yeah, and then
So-
we learn little tricks along the
Two
way.
things personally I would say, just if you have that fear of doing it by yourself, get a partner, get somebody that's interested in doing it with you. It's better to do it together and you learn together, and to me it's less risk and it may make you feel a little bit more comfortable. But you definitely have to jump in and nothing's gonna go right. I've done a lot of studying and I still run into something new every day, and it can be frustrating, but I wouldn't change it. But you gotta jump in and get started. You have to.
And I'll say one more thing. And when you have the support
Yes.
around you, even when you run into the obstacles, like I just said, we know that, hey, we can call Jay and say, Jay, we have no idea what just happened here. How do we get past this? Then, we have a support system to be able to get past that.
Replicate, duplicate. Don't try to reinvent the wheel. Just got people out there can do it and help you. So
Absolutely. Learn so much from a book from behind a screen, a computer, but it isn't until you get out in the field that you really see the real teacher, and that's life. And that's when the real questions come in. So, yep, you have it here. And I'm sure if you were to reach out to these students, they would help you as much as I'd like to help anybody. So we're all in it for the same thing. We're in the same game. So let's do it together. Any last encouraging words for anybody who wanted to get started?
do it. If you have the will, do it. It doesn't take a lot of money. You just gotta have your resources and ask the questions.
What are you waiting for?
Yeah, do it now. This is the time.
What are you waiting for? I'm going to quote that on this video. There you have it. All right. Well, if you are looking to get into mobile home investing coaching, reach out to me at j@garciamhu.com. Till next time, thank you. And thank you, ladies and the team here, for letting us come in.
Yeah.